firstly the assistance I've had personally from the preaching in all that time, and secondly the friendships. Made great friendships with a whole variety of people.
I love the Rosefiled community's acceptance of one another and its broad theological and intellectual spectrum.
I think we are privileged to have great worship, good music, and that's important to me.
I like the community. Community's good. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like Alive at 5 because it's fun and you get to do lots of activities.
The tolerant attitude that members of the church have to issues of faith and the acceptance of a wide variety of views.
I love our intergenerational community. I like being in community with a vital group of youth and young adults who are exploring their faith. I really enjoy the worship, the diversity of music that we have, the inclusive theology.
I like its flat structure, that everybody contributes, and the way that the church encourages people to explore their own spirituality in whatever way that is.
I like the youth activities and the youth experience that they have here with the youth band every fourth Sunday.
I think Rosefield's music is wonderful, and also the youth. They're two major things.
Wonderful community, lots of people, and I really appreciate some of the teaching we get from the morning worship.
It's my spiritual centre and has been since I was 11 years old. For me, all the changes through the years have been good to embrace, and Rosefiled is a community that accepts change.
I like all the friends coming, and I get to learn more about Jesus and God.
From the moment of our first visit here till today, I think I'd have to say the experience of community and the love and care of community is an absolute standout for me, and that's why we're here 20 years later.
I grew up where we had an abundance of families, and yes, I would just like to see the young children come back in, the parents of the 30s, in their 30s, in their 40s, because they give it a different dimension to worship.
That somehow or other we can get a lot more young families involved, and rather than being run by older members of the community, have some younger members involved as well.
I would like there to be a greater emphasis on kids and youth ministry to reach out more to those younger members of our community to keep our community alive.
In the future we could move into alternative expressions of worship to be more able to meet the needs of the changing society in which we find ourselves.
And what would we hope for? Well, we basically hope for that we can do things in the name of the Lord that are outside this building and in this community.
I would hope that the continuing outreach of our present minister be continued and expanded because he is really outreaching into the community and getting us to do the same.
In the future for Rosefiled, I hope that we can grow to become a better church.
You're welcome.
Grow to be able to be more accepting of others.
There is a need to adapt and change as the new generations are looking for something other than traditional worship. I believe that the activities such as the Alive at 5 are catching on quite well, and but I think we need to do more than that.
But it's reaching out to all those in need, to families, to elderly, to the people who are on their own, but to those who feel lost and lonely.
I hope that we can all give up something. No, stop that.
Cut!
No, I hope that we can all look to change something about ourselves so that we can go forward and do something different for our community.
I'd like to see it grow, and I'd like to see it reach out to community, to be a real force of care and love in community, rather than perhaps being, as I would see it, perhaps a little inward looking at the moment. I'd like to see it outward looking.
And I'd like us to continue to equip people in their daily life so that they feel strengthened by being part of this community, that they can live out their Christian discipleship in a more effective and fuller way because they are part of this Christian community.